Just how bad can a landlord get? The woman we're about to show you tonight has a history of complaints from renters who say she took their money unfairly and she has been getting away with it for years. How could it go on for so long? And what can you do if you're in a similar situation? Contact Force Joe Doozy has some answers. Joe?
Yeah, this woman has one bad reputation. She's had it for a long time. The story hasn't even aired yet, and we're getting complaints from renters who saw the promotions and have the same complaints about this landlord, that she unfairly kept their security deposits and fought their attempts to get it back. And don't let her size fool you. Hi, Mrs. Lau. Hi, I'm Joe Ducey with Channel 4 and Contact 4. She's Sophie Lau, arguably one of the least liked landlords in San Francisco. You took her security deposit? Why did you do that? And on this day, we're chasing her down, trying to find out why once again she's keeping a renter's security deposit.
I think that I should get my money back.
Lisa Liao is no relation to Sophie Lau, just a renter who thought she'd thoroughly cleaned her apartment in this San Francisco building before leaving.
I actually had professional cleaners come in to do a thorough cleaning of the apartment.
But landlord Lau didn't agree.
She took one look at the apartment and said, you know what, I have to repaint the entire unit, and therefore you're responsible for half the cost.
Lau charged Lisa for replacing a rug and a complete makeover, keeping $1,600 of her security deposit. Lisa's anger turned to action. She hit the courthouse to find out more about landlord Lau in the public records room.
I have to try to do a search on the computers for all the cases.
Sure enough, there was a pattern. Other renters going after the same landlord for the same thing.
There's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lisa realized she wasn't the first or second or 12th or even the 30th person to have trouble with Lau. The landlord has more than 51 lawsuits against her, at least 6 of them in the last 2 years from renters who say what happened to Lisa happened to them. Lisa sued and won, but landlady Lau appealed, as she did in almost all other cases, forcing Lisa back to court even though she'd moved across the country.
I came back because I really believe that, in the principle of the whole thing.
The case dragged on for over a year. Lisa won the appeal. She still hasn't seen a penny.
She's widely considered one of the worst landlords in San Francisco.
Randy Shaw, the lawyer for the San Francisco Tenderloin Housing Clinic, has confronted Lau in court. He says she makes a habit of illegally keeping security deposits.
She just assumes most people aren't going to complain.
Tenants who do sue almost always win, but go home empty-handed. And it's not because Sophie Lau can't pay. We found she owns Good Earth Realty here and more than 80 rental units in San Francisco, also her Sunset District home.
Given the housing shortage, there are going to be people who rent from Sophie Lau. But hopefully you're not one of them.
I'm very busy. I got to go somewhere.
We caught up with landlord Lau when she lost her appeal against Lisa. And then you keep fighting it. Why not just pay them what the judge says you should pay them?
Is this one of the tricks
Huh?
that she planned it? Is this one of the tricks she planned it?
I don't know anything about any tricks, ma'am. I just want some answers from you about why. A new law may help prevent rental ripoffs. It requires landlords to spell out all charges against security deposits during a final walkthrough of a vacated unit. It also allows stiff fines if you can prove a pattern of abuse. And in San Francisco, the DA's office will even mediate a security deposit dispute for free. Lisa isn't giving up. She hired a San Francisco sheriff's deputy to serve a levy on landlady Lau's bank account. It's one of at least 11 they've served Lau in the past 2 years. It's a positive step, but there's still no guarantee.
I think a lot of landlords, just on the basis of what they do, they fight it anyway. If they know the garnishment is coming or the levy is coming, they will close the bank account.
Yeah, so it's been almost a year since Lisa first filed her small claims suit. She won't know for another week if that bank account has any money in it. If it doesn't, she'll have to pay the sheriff's department for another bank levy on a different account or possibly for a till tap on the landlord's business. Well, for more information on how you can collect the money your landlord owes you, including information on how to put a lien on the landlord's property, you can't do that. Call our Contact 4 volunteers. That's Monday through Friday, and there's the number 1-800-414-CRON, or you can go to cron4.com.
And so many people feel so powerless in situations like this.
Yeah, and these people know how to work the system. You're not going to get the money necessarily for judgments. You have to fight it. They change bank accounts so you can't get the money. They know the system.
It takes so much money to fight it.
It does, in a long period of time. And she lives in Washington, D.C., had to fly all the way back here for that appeal.
You're going to follow it, though, right?
Definitely.
Excellent.
We'll look for the follow-up, Joe. Thanks.
Well, in